So my channel was deleted. Critical Evil. Critical Evil have the so-called community of Resident Evil was a bunch of uh, jealous, jealous people and have removed my channel from my previous channel. It was Critical Evil. I have I heard the news from the guy that made Aquaman, James Wan. James Wan. I have been there was uh, a lot of videos about and news videos whatever about of him doing the Resident Evil film, and it hadn't been. And then a while back on my Critical Evil channel, I made a movie cast movie movie cast for Resident Evil a while back, and then I made a new one. Um, that way, I'm not doing any more Resident Evil clips and any setup, anything. Uh, with a bunch of jealous people there are. I don't believe. Believe it's a toxic community. I decided to leave anyway. The They're just a bunch of phony people who's jealous, want to be something. So I made a. It was around. I have 10,000 views on the one cast on Critical Evil for Resident Evil. What because I'm a true Resident Evil fan, and then there's fans that are like that, treating other shit for just for the glory with them for themselves. So have I made a Resident Evil uh, fan trailer, a fan cast for Resident Evil, cast TV. I did both. Guess I find some good actors. That could be Chris Redfield, Jill, and then my channel was deleted. So to remind you, your phony, chubby ass uh, comments that has been now I'm seeing the people that have been sending spamming comments throughout my channel throughout a year or been or yeah, a year. Bunch of pathetic people that think that they're fans. They're pathetic and saying a bunch of bullshit things. The setup video because I was a clever one. I was clever. Even so, there was a setup already in the other channel where a jealous person was. No one was paying attention in the Resident Evil the before everyone starting to do Resident Evil news and everything. I was the first one before everyone, and I'm like, hey, I'm like, the heck, why not? Made a setup video for Resident Evil Outbreak for wireless and just set it up, and so everyone could that loves Resident Evil, a true Resident Evil fan. But then I did that, and for my for that video, I think I have like 32,000 viewers or 33,000 viewers for the setup video, the wireless, whatever. I it was I throughout months I have received comments from that video for Resident Evil Wireless Outbreak for File 1, File 2. I have I have been watching the Outbreak. I'm not saying anybody that does Resident Evil setup. I'm not saying everyone that does that. Just some, and that uh, I was staying quiet for a while because of jealous people that had took me down. So I'm not doing any more videos, and I thought that I'm doing something for Capcom just to support the game before Resident Evil 2 remake would be released. And then when the holiday came out, the holiday, I was like, yeah, what now, fools? That's what you get. Delay. You thought you were gonna receive it now. What now? You're gonna get. You keep your mouth shut. You thought you know Capcom. What now? You're gonna get it through January. Then before 2 weeks from now, whatever, you will get the game on the release of Resident Evil 2 remake. So in your face for toxic people that's in your face right now for showing too much details. And then uh, anyone, I'm a Resident Evil fan. I was doing my part. I know I was doing my part trying to support the game, trying to get everyone fired up for the game upcoming release. I was doing screenshots. I know it was wrong, but I was like, what the hell? It was nothing wrong. I wasn't monetized the video. I did the video of Resident Evil screenshot, and I got a strike from Capcom and another guy. So uh, uh, I'm I'm gonna do a clip where you guys are assholes. I'm gonna do a video that I'm gonna post. If anyone out there hadn't seen it, I think you guys are doofus. You think you're expert. You think you know more than me. There's a there's a oh I'll play the music with her from Resident Evil 4 because I'm a huge fan. There's a Resident Evil 4 co-op beta that's had already been released. All you doofus, they have 762 viewers. I, I'm gonna leave my last thing on the description of a fan made by fans that have made mods that I used to do release before my channel was deleted, and I see what the community is toxic. But I believe they're not toxic. I don't believe this is our community. I believe it's some selfish people that want the glory of money, whatever. So this is my last thing as expert of Resident Evil. For 21 years, I have 21 years. I have been a fan of Resident Evil, and and I have family over in Mexico City that play Resident Evil, that have a own proper store. So you think you could do that? I could get the game if I want. Uh, Resident Evil 4 co-op beta has been released already. It has been. Your bastards could get the game, could download it and play walkthrough or or yeah, walkthrough, or do a speed run, whatever type of crap to make it faster. That will and there's a video from Capcom Unity that said that there's no co-op thing on for Resident Evil 0, and that Resident Evil 0 won't necessarily need uh, a co-op system for Resident Evil 0, but there is. I'm show a tiny clip of the video of Resident Evil 4. The mod was made with the guy who made it was the Grip, so it's a fan. So I was smart. I was smart that there's people out there. There you so-called fans of the community. Nemesis, Doofus, Nemesis, Load Rage, Outbreath, and Wesker, Wolf, Carson, SDA, whatever his face. You could do a speed run, and I knew all along that there was a system that you'd be able to play. Could play Resident Evil 4. Could do a speed run. I knew type of system. Walk the leaderboard for Resident Evil for those that is interested, because I know there's others that are interested wants to beat a new speedrun time. Could do that on speedrun leaderboards. at this type of mode of for Resident Evil 4. I believe 100% that Resident Evil 0 could have been a a also a co-op thing that could do a speedrun. Could wait for the player to could do things like that, but they didn't. They didn't. There it is. There's the co-op thing. There's the mode. All you expert out there, all you speedrunners out there, whatever. Uh, there you go. There you had it. There's your co-op shit. And probably in the future, when Resident Evil 2 remake comes release, perhaps we'll get a co-op shit, a co-op thing on Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 perhaps. Maybe that they want to do. I feel like it should be like that. And um, that's that's all I'm gonna say. And James Wan, yeah, James Wan. I have watched Annabelle 1, Annabelle 2. You think I hadn't watched the movie? Annabelle 2 was a girl that was possessed, whatever, about the doll. A true story about a doll, whatever, from Connecticut, whatever. And then the doll uh, possessed the two members, the mom and the family members. They they have an orphan that came over, and then the best friend of that girl possessed, whatever, and became like Chucky, whatever. At the end of the movie, yeah, that's how the story is. And the first one was just in an apartment where the demon was possessed Annabelle, and then fell off the window. Yeah, so take that for you bastards that strike me down my channel. Take that. There's the news. There's your last news for your Resident Evil. There's your Resident Evil 4 mod for Resident Evil 4. So anyone that trying to play and posted already, you're gonna say, "Oh, a co-op shit." No, that was me. I knew all along that out there's a co-op, people, developers, fans, because I heard you can hide it. I know there's Capcom developers that does mods and fans, but I usually post videos for the fans so that people out there could hear the story or hear the things that they're creating or develop of a mod, so they could try it. So they could try and play Resident Evil 4 co-op speedrun. They want to do this type of things that usually developers doesn't want to do or add to a horror survival horror game. And there you go. And this is the last thing I'm doing. So take that in your face, take that for everything. Get because I heard. Oh yeah, before I go, I heard the person say there's a message. They sent me a last message. Well, your channel will not grow. What you gonna do? Your channel won't grow for shit. That's what they said to me. So I knew I knew all along I was professional. I already posted setups. I already you guys forget it. I knew all along I was the best person, best player ever lived. I have a bunch of viewers for my HD Texhub, HD GameCube. Anybody that no one didn't do Resident Evil Outbreak online, no one ever did, and then you guys are drug addicts, so up your ass. And when the game comes out, I hope someone out there. Oh yeah, and even Resident Evil 2, where no one have complained than me. I was probably am the first one, whatever, was complaining about. Oh, there's no HD. The the movie, the clips. Resident Evil 2, Biohazard 2, Sword Snacks didn't have any. It was black screens doing scenes that you want to watch, scenes that you want to see. Uh, the cutscenes of Resident Evil 2 with Claire and Leon talking, and it's all black every time you play the cutscenes. It's all black, but now that they fix it, see, they're fixing. And I hope that in Resident Evil 2, I hope for fans, for me, because I'm a fan, I would love to play with a friend, playing co-op offline or whatever, pull a mod maybe on Resident Evil 2 remake, and get maybe could put Claire together with Leon. That'd be cool. So that to not kill, and should be PC only for the mod, and won't kill the game for anybody else. What I said years ago. Uh, my channel was deleted, but I knew the movie, the zombies are really realistic to the CGI movies. I have been studying over the CGI movies, and it was really realistic doing the bites, and there's some death scenes of the zombies, realistic, and how realistic photo that they're doing with photo pictures, whatever, realistic photo pictures, and how Leon looks, and how the PS4 Pro become, and the idea of PS5 with my type of thing, my type of ideas for PS5, the division that I really want to experience, the big probably they could pay to buy the PlayStation because PlayStation usually do remaster games. I hope that the division should be remastered, so probably one player or so I could experience the Dark Zone, how it should be in the trailer. Uh, so in your face, the one that say, "Oh, you suck. Your channel will not grow." Critical Evil, the channel you made, like Resident Evil shit, the news setup sucks. No, in your face. I have I have put many. I have more viewers on. I have accomplished already. The videos, the. I hope that Resident Evil 2 remake, someone out there could do a co-op shit, so we could play it. So we could put Claire and Leon together to play first time ever, because I was repeated again. The the idea was, from my point of view, was having all the modes, all the menus, because it's PS4. It's not PS3 where you can put all the shit inside a game. And the PS4, push with my idea, if I was the, which I am, but so if I know what a great idea as a boss of the developers, or if I was in charge, I could put single multiplayer, single online, leaderboard speedrun for the fans, for the players that want to do, and doesn't want to do the same thing over again. Have new things that they were doing, and have split screens so they could race each other. One that play as Claire, another one play as Leon. Who will finish first? Practice on their speedrun shit. All type of things that was first person on remaster. DLC for Resident Evil Remastered Zero. Resident Evil Zero. After you beat the game, oh they weren't that. They pretty much weren't expert enough. Like if you show Dark Side Chronicles of Rebecca and how she returned to the mansion. There was a Indian game that showed Rebecca returning to the mansion and meet up with Witcher, and that's when the Dark Side Chronicles was end, when Rebecca was with Witcher. Witcher got bitten. That's when the game was over. They could add a DLC where we have to go to the forest, go walk through the forest, and get chased by dogs out of nowhere, or monsters with her, and get us to the mansion. And that's when we had to do those puzzles and get to Witcher and get to go fight through those infected monsters, whatever. Go through fight our way through those monsters to get to the mansion, where to get to the end of the game where Witcher will get bitten by Yam, whatever, the snakes, and that's when the game is over, the DLC. But they didn't add that shit. Uh, and, and I feel like if for a fan, for other I know there's fans, people out there that are good at mods, probably could do a co-op for once. Just do a co-op for Resident Evil 2 remake when it comes out, and just start doing it right away. So two players could play. So two players could play it together with Leon and Claire. That's because Rod Lima will not release Rod RODLIMA will not release his version of Resident Evil 2 fan game that he made. It looks like he's hogging it. There's someone out there that is kind enough and not a bastard could release a mod for Resident Evil 2 remake with two players for Claire and Leon because you want to play with your friends. That's it. And maybe you want to beat the game quickly. Probably you could do split screens to get the Ivans for Resident Evil 2 remake. Get the Ivans and go fast to beat the game. From my point of view, a little speedrun. If those that is are interested in Resident Evil, yeah, for Resident Evil 2 remake and Resident Evil 3, then I knew Resident Evil 3 will be made for the upcoming game. They're already building it. They're already doing that already. There, but then I'm not gonna play any more Resident Evil or try or do anything else because there's just people out there. You could suck it now. You could suck it with your words. I never feel interested in